Hey there, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing fantastic. I'm just trying to get everything all loaded on here. Alrighty. Looks like we're all locked and loaded. How is everyone doing today? So great to be on here with you all. It's been a few days, hasn't it? All right, so today's topic I am going to be talking about is literally about consistency and the power of consistency. All right, the power of consistency. I have some notes that I've taken down here, and I just want to make sure that I stay on track with you all. The power of consistency. Okay. So if you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Gailyn. I go by Chef Gailyn. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist as well as a dietary health coach. I'm also a coach with Kelsey on our Have It All program. I've written a couple books, and what I'm going to be talking about today is I wrote a book called Divinely Inspired Action. It's actually more like a workbook. It's been amazing. It's been on Amazon for about 10 years now. I have quite a few sold copies. I think we're hitting 5,000 copies now sold. So that's been really, really fun. So what I ended up doing is I ended up taking this book and putting into a course, into a Have It All course, and that has been extremely powerful. So if you're interested in that, just get in touch with me. You can message me and I can get you all the information and the links to do with that. But today I wanted to talk about, I appreciate you all hopping on and all the hearts everywhere. Mwah! So much love, so much love. I think we're all like really loving this season, aren't we? We all had an amazing summer and now we're moving into the fall, right? And we just love that crisp air. Oh my goodness. As you guys can see, right? I love all things pink and white. So I am one of those who do like all the white pumpkins. I mean, I'll probably at some point like dedicate a room in my home that's like all super fall colors with like the oranges and the browns, but I have to say I am a pink and white girl, right? So I love all those things. Super girly, super girly. Okay, so the power of consistency. If you are on, because this streams all over the place, so we're here on Instagram, we're on YouTube, this also streams on Facebook and in the different groups. As you can see, we're on live right now, and I have my child trying to get in touch with me. Yes, sweetheart. Yeah. Yes. All right, let's just, can you all hold that thought for a second? What? Mommy's coming. What? Okay, super. Are you all still with me? Okay. All right. I have a 3-year-old, all right, in case you all are wondering, and he's home from preschool. So typically I try to get these done before he gets home. And I also have two other teenagers. I have a 15-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old daughter, right? So much fun. I'm also a single mom. So if I can do it, you can do it, okay? Let's just remember that. Especially all of you out there that have toddlers, because I think God gives us like these magical abilities to deal with these little tiny ones, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, my heart does go out, because nothing is more frustrating to me than someone who doesn't have any children and they're hustling a business and they're like talking about how they've been able to acquire X amount. I think that's awesome. That's awesome for your hustle. But if you have children and they actually live in your home and they are small, or even any age, right? It is a challenge. So my heart goes to that. Those are that's the heart of where I am, right? So this is when you have to hone into another power. This is what I say, like all of you all that watch Survivor, right? And they're like, dig deep. It's like, yes, let's dig deep. What's going on? Oh, one of my clients needs help. Okay, I'll be with you in just a few minutes. Okay, so so as a lot of you all know, I just linked arms with SAVVI. So I'm a brand ambassador for SAVVI, and I know I've had a lot of people chime in. They're like, you're a chef, you've owned 4 restaurants across the country. Why are you linking arms with a network marketing company, you know, selling fitness wear, okay, and undergarments, right? Because first of all, I already have my product line of my kefir that I'm already, you know, you all already know, right? Like, you've heard me a million times talk about my product line, right? And so I'm always talking about the digestive tract, and I was about to open up my 5th restaurant, but COVID had shut down, or COVID hit, right? So we all know this. And so I shut down my 4th restaurant just before COVID hit, and I was going to move over to a different part of town, and that part of town ended up going, where I was going to move it went into bankruptcy. So a few months ago, I was like, okay, this isn't good. So I decided just to kind of take a break, look at other avenues. I still have all 3 children at home, and I found this opportunity. And you know, I do love the restaurant world, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm obsessed with it, right? I mean, I've owned 4, okay? But sometimes there's those seasons in life where you have to just take a step back. And the only other passion I have besides food and probiotics is fitness. So you all know that. So I'm always getting hit up right on the gram to be a brand ambassador for fitness, okay? Okay, so super. So I get, you know, I'm a brand so that's why I was like, okay, well, I'm already wearing fitness clothes, so let's just do this. And let me tell you all, this was such an amazing decision I made. Now, I know it's all spiritual because I went online. No one hustled this company to me. What is my child? Blueberry, honey bunny. Literally, when I went in there last time, he was making it sound like there was a crisis, and he had dropped his muffin on the floor, and he wanted me to pick it up, so. Blueberry. Blue. Blue. Okay, I appreciate y'all's patience. You want to say hello to everyone? Hey. Do you want different muffins? Is that what you wanted? You want different muffins?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Okay. I just got you some muffins.
Yeah.
You didn't like those ones? I know. I usually don't wear lip gloss. I usually use like a different kind of lipstick. I know, it's going to be stuck on you now. I know. Okay, so the power of consistency. Okay, I want to kind of get through this because I want to leave you all with some strong nuggets before I go. Okay? And so consistency is the key. So this is a prime example, right? I was supposed to get this video out earlier, and I couldn't. Okay, sweetheart. And I couldn't get it out because I was dealing with my clients earlier. But I had made a commitment to myself that I was going to do try to get a live in every day. So I did really good for a few weeks, and then I ended up getting really busy with a few other things. Blue. And then I wasn't able to get it done. So this is what I say. I say, you know what, the world wants to know your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, the world wants to know, like, how you did it, how you got there, you know, and I haven't even been in my company for an entire month yet, and I already have 13 reps in my downline. Do you know what I mean? And the only reason I've been able to get that is because I have stayed consistent. And I have an amazing upline. Okay, you enjoy that. But consistency is the key. And so even if you make it, oh, are you okay? Like, even if you commit to yourself that you're just going to get in touch with a certain amount of people, or if it's a health commitment, like you're going to go out, you're going to make sure at least you get a 30-minute walk-in. If you get that done every single day, then by the end of the week, you're getting like 5 hours of exercise in. okay? Or you're getting in touch with 100 people, but if you just miss one day, do you know what I mean? Then that compounds to, you know, when you look over the entire week, it all compounds. So even if you can just get a little bit in, and let me tell you something, it doesn't have to be perfect. People are not looking for perfection. They want someone that they can resonate with. Like, oh my goodness, they're real. Like, this is a real scenario. Like, this is a real life. And a lot of times, you know, it's like we wait until we actually hit a certain place, you know what I mean, in life, and then we're like, oh, okay, then we'll go ahead and show. We don't want people to see like the struggle, you know what I mean? And because it's a lot easier to be like, oh yeah, you know, I've been with this company and now I have like 2,000 people under me and this is a year later. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot easier. But when you can say, you know, this is how I got there, you know, like I went in running, like I had my head in the game and I'm just gonna make this happen. And really just making a commitment to yourself. Like I have a friend who's actually in a different network marketing company, totally different than mine. But I said, hey, listen, we're close friends, we love each other. You've been in the field for 3 years. I've been in the field for less than a month, which is a totally different world. I said, can we be like accountability partners? You know what I'm saying? So she's, you know, she works in her situation and what she's doing, and I have my own goals and what I'm doing. So what I'm saying is, like, it doesn't have to be someone who is even into like the same line of work you're in. You know what I mean? It can be just like a friend that actually has the same like drive within inside their soul. You know what I mean? Like, some people just have this driven beast, or maybe you've had that certain times in your life where you have been that kind of that person that's been like, oh man, I'm gonna make it happen. And you look back on that time and you're like, man, I remember when I just like totally like went for it. And you think of like these successes, you know, but then you take a step back and you look at like, wow, I remember what I was doing at that time. You know what I mean? And it's just really important to take a step back and look at that and be like, what did I do during that time? What was I doing? And that can be motivating in itself. But the consistency, the power of consistency is because it builds on each other. So every single time you take a day off and you say, okay, I'm not going to get out there and do it today, what happens is the next day you start like losing the momentum. It's like a mind shift. It's like literally all in your head. So that's why it's important, just every single day, just make it happen, make it happen. And it's not going to be perfect and flawless. Like sometimes you'll nail it and sometimes you won't, but just the fact that you showed up, like you showed up, you made a commitment to yourself, you made it happen. This is another thing that's been like really, really powerful that I've been doing. So, okay, so you all know that I do my quiet time in the morning. Like, okay, so I do like my prayer, my meditation, all that. Like so I was supposed to cater for a film crew. I don't know, like this past month I was supposed to, and I lost the bid. I don't know what's going on. Like I have lost 3 bids on 3 different business transactions. And typically typically I get them, right? So I don't know. It's been kind of an interesting year this year. And so I lost the bid on it, and I really believe is what you put out is what you attract, and what you're seeking is seeking you. And I took a step back and I thought about it, and I was like, you know, you can make $30,000 a month, you know, honestly in this business, but you actually have to sell your soul as far as the film catering industry, or just try to do this network marketing thing, and there's people who make $30,000 a month residually, okay? And I mean, and that's even on like the lower level. I mean, I have friends that are like making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, okay? But I haven't found like a company that resonates with me. So I finally found a company that resonates with me, and I've seen it already with my other friends. So I just say, you know, instead of like selling my soul, right, for that 1 month of like making that, like why don't I just like hustle? It's the same, like I already know how to work like relentlessly, like, you know what I mean? So let's just have fun, like just let's have fun in it, right? So I'm really excited about it, and I just want you all to know that when you put your creative mind, you turn that creative switch on. And you make a conscious effort in the morning when you have your quiet time to be like, I want to think outside the box. Like, you can listen to all these podcasts of like what motivates you and all these different things, and I even think about that in this network marketing world, because it's such a new world to me. It's like such a new world, right? But I think they're like, someone had to come up with the concept, right? So why not you? Like, we're all different. Like, why not me? Like, there's so many, like, definitely there's some things where it's like, you know, some things are a well-oiled machine, don't reinvent the wheel. But I feel like, honestly, right now, people are just looking for real people. They just want honesty, transparency. They just want, like, someone that they can follow that's not all picture perfect. And I feel like when you just really hone in on being like, okay, I just want to be creative, like, and you just have God just give you those unique ways to create, right? I mean, we're all creative. We all have like ways of doing things. Like, things come out every single day, every single second of the day that we're like, whoa, how did they even think about that? Like, how did that even happen? Like, where did that even come from? Like, I mean, aren't we amazed at the mind? Like, and I know I've talked about this before, like NASA, right? Like, I went to NASA this summer with my family, took my little Blueberry. It's like I grew up right there over on Cape Canaveral. And I had no idea it was going to be this powerful, like to the point where I would think about this every single day. But literally, I can't get it out of my head, right? So you're there and there's like, you know, it's just NASA. It's just like, we send these to the moon. Like, it's insane. And they had this little video of, you know, everyone just sitting together, and it's literally like this black and white video, and they're like doing all these sketches, and they're all like, oh yeah, that's like a cool sketch. Like, what is that? Oh, well, what are we gonna do with that? Oh, this is like, we're gonna put someone on the moon. Like, what? Like, we're gonna put someone on the moon? Like, what? Who does that? You know what I mean? Well, what do we call that? Like, what do we call that contraption? Oh, we call it a rocket ship. I mean, like, someone thought of that. And then not only did they think about it, but then they convinced the government to pour all this money into this project and then they hired hundreds of thousands of employees, right? And they built rocket ships and sent people to the moon and outer space, and, you know, like the whole thing, like the whole, I mean, it is crazy. And you know what it started with? It started with a thought. It started with a thought. I know you all are chiming up. I appreciate that. I can't see all these. But yeah, I mean, it starts, I'll read these in a minute. But yeah, it starts with a thought, right? So why not you? Like, why not you, right? I mean, our superpower is that we are different than anybody else. There's only one of us. There's only one, okay? And so I just say, like, let it fly. And that's why when I think, like, I want to, like, be able to obviously market and hustle what I do, right? But I also want to be able to encourage, inspire, and uplift at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to feel, like, good about it and empowered, whether they follow my team or don't, whether they drink the kefir or not, right? Drink the Kool-Aid or not, whether, like, they join my SAVVI team or not, like, whether, you know what I mean, I end up opening up a restaurant and they become part of one of my clients or not. Like, I just want the energy to be, like, encouraging and uplifting. You know what I'm saying? So I, like, every day I pray for, like, these creative ways to do that. You know what I mean? And this is another thing that I quit doing, like, because I quit, like, I had this tagline. Most of us moms do it. The only reason I know that is because I've been a mom with, like, small children for a while. This is what we do. We use them for an excuse for everything. It's like, oh no, I can't do that. Now, it does make it harder, but what you put out is what you attract. So what you speak out, right? So now I say, no, I'm gonna do it. Like, if Blueberry jumps in my lives, he jumps in my lives. Do you know what I mean? Like, if my daughters come home, you know, from school or college or work, and they've got a tribe of their girlfriends and they all decide to go behind me to go make a pizza into the kitchen, like the tribe goes through. Like it is what it is. Like I don't, it doesn't faze me anymore. It's like nothingness. It's like, this is what I'm gonna get done. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just attract the right people, because you know what, there's only one of me. And everyone resonates differently with different people, right? So that's why I say there's like enough for everyone. Like, and I was thinking about that the other day too, because I was listening to no blueberry, blue, don't, no, shut the door, little guy. Okay. Because the other day I was thinking about, okay, now obviously that will like lose my concentration. So good what I was gonna say. Anyway, came and went. But anyway, okay, now Blue, shut the door, honey bun. Okay, I have to get my. Okay, hold on to that thought for a second. Blue, come in here. You wanna go to the playground soon? Okay, looks like it might rain, but we'll go to the playground for a little bit, okay? Go down the slide. Go down the slide? Okay, so I'm going to close with this. The consistency is the key. So I just say no matter what your circumstance, stay consistent, stay true to yourself, okay? And it's only you against you, right? It's only you against you. No one else knows, no one else cares, especially if you're doing business, if you're doing your own, if you're involved in your own business, you know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. Blue, say goodbye to everyone. Whoop. Want to say goodbye to everybody? Okay. All right, I love you guys. Mwah. And enjoy the rest of your afternoon. If this has helped you, go ahead and like it and subscribe. Also share. All right, I know I'm like a little bit on and off camera here. This is what happens when we do live. But I'm really excited about moving forward in this. I'm going to try to do this every day with you all, because I know when I'm not on here, I get like a lot of messages like, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm just really excited about jumping on board with all of this, and really even for myself. Like when I talk about consistency, I talk about it because I need that for my own personal self too. So when I put this out there, it's because it's something that I'm believing into in my own spirit. All right. Love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day.